I'm going to wrap it up with a really funny guy. I heard him the other night. He just cracked me up. And if I can remember his name, that would be a better thing. But, it's really good. He's very funny. You can see him tomorrow at the LA Cabaret, and his name is Keith Western. Let's give him a nice hand.
Sorry, you are. Thank you so much. Get the hell off the stage. Keith Western, that's my name. I still have a job that requires wearing a name tag. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the rate I'm going, I will be wearing a name tag until the day I die. In fact, I can just hear the Reverend at my funeral now. We're here today to say goodbye to a man who has touched our lives in so many ways. I know I, for one, will truly miss Keith. I work as a studio guy, giving tours at a major film studio, which doubles as a theme park as well. And I gotta tell you, I'm starting to think that I have been a guy for way too long, because something really weird happened the other night. My wife and I were in bed, and she rolled over and asked, "I don't suppose you would be in the mood, would you?" And I responded, "You bet! But first, a few safety rules. Keep your arms and legs inside the bed at all times. Feel free to take pictures as long as they're not for commercial use. There will be absolutely no smoking allowed until after sex. And be advised, there is a possibility of loud noises, sudden bed movements, and a distinct possibility of getting wet throughout this ride. Now let's have fun, baby!" Yeah, you know, being married is great. You know, it really is. It's a wonderful thing. In fact, but you know, women anymore, being married and such, it is a wonderful thing. But women, I don't know, they don't get excited as easily as men do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, men. Every time we see our wives nude, we get excited. It's just like, you know, dear, seeing you in that position gets me excited. She's like, "I am trying to deliver a baby, you asshole. Leave me the fuck alone." My mom and I, we're really close. You know, I mean, we can talk about anything. But she's always telling me about how I need to get back to church. You know, that I need to get closer to God, because I've been slacking off in that department lately. So the other day, I decided to say a little prayer to God. I said, "Dear God, please watch over my wife in marriage and give us strength. Amen." And God said, "And you are..." "God, it's me, it's Keith." It's not like I'm the worst man in the world, though, you know what I'm saying? No. That would be my father. My father's the kind of man that likes to call me up while he's intoxicated, and he leaves these kind-hearted messages on my answering machine, such as, "Keith, you're a no good piece of shit, and you're never gonna amount to anything." Well, I gotta go now. I love you, son. Another great way to relax is by going to the beach. You know, I love the beach, except I'll tell you what's really scary is that I'm starting to develop these love handles. And I was told this when I was young. They said, "Someday you're going to get love handles, you're going to get fat, Keith, you watch," because I've always been, you know, thin and such. But I'm starting to develop these love handles, and I didn't realize just how bad they were until I was lying on the beach the other day, and when I got up, I noticed that I had left an impression of the Liberty Bell. You know, crack and all. Now, I was told by a fitness expert that the key to staying thin is to stay away from fat. So I called my father-in-law and I told him never to come over again. Get the hell out of here. Anyways, my problem is that I like to eat too many sweets. You know, like donuts. But I tell you, I may never ever eat another donut again as long as I live after hearing this news report about this employee who worked at a donut shop and who got caught making holes in the donuts with his penis. Oh, yes! Yes. I'll bet that donut shop had a fine selection of donuts too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me a chocolate long dong. A couple of the old-fashioned ones with the extremely small holes in the middle. And would you happen to have any cream-filled donuts? Why, give me a few seconds and I'll see what I can come up with. And on that sickening note, looks like the MC's trying to tell me what my wife tells me every time we have sex. Your time's up, Keith. Once again, my name's Keith Western. Gonna be at the